Hello everyone, how's it going? It is me, Jack here, and welcome to episode number 18 of Football Manager 2020 Save here with Charlton Athletic. And as you can see, today's episode, we will be playing a very, very difficult game away against third place Brentford. But the league table sees us in 7th, and the reason why is because we've done rather well from the games off camera. You will have seen, I believe in the last episode, the 2-1 victory at home against Crystal Palace. Two very quick goals by Ryan Brewster and a late goal by Zaha meant this game finished 2-1. And then going into September, we had quite a decent month, to be honest with you. The first game started with a 2-0 defeat against Stoke City. They lie in 2nd place, so it's not the end of the world that we were to lose that game away. We tried our hardest to get something out of it. However, the 5 at the back formation didn't work for us on this occasion. Home games came through. First one was against Reading. They lie in 8th position as it stands, and this was just a ball draw. Nothing really happened. Unable to get firing, and it finished 0-0. Clean sheet run continues on. We were able to get a clean sheet against Middlesbrough and a 1-0 win from this main man, Jordan Hugill. The player from Middlesbrough, went on loan there in 2018. He scored the winning goal, the only goal of the game, and it was, to be honest, it was a comfortable game. Middlesbrough really didn't have many chances. We just controlled the game, able to win it by a goal to 0. Then we bounced to a 2-0 win, this time against Luton Town. An early goal by Ryan Brewster and a penalty by Hannibal Mejbri meant that it was again a comfortable victory for us. And another 1-0 victory, our 4th clean sheet in a row. This time a bit more difficult game against Wigan. Wigan are a team that lie bottom of the league and actually had sacked their manager prior to this game. Graham Jones has just took over. But we were able to grind out a 1-0 victory. It wasn't the worst performances in some of the games, but you know, when you are winning games just by a little margin, there is cause for question. And we came into 2 difficult games here against a Wednesday side that were fighting in and around us and a Huddersfield side that were top. And unfortunately, it came to defeats in both these games. We started well at Hillsborough at the beginning of October with Whittock getting on the score sheet. However, goals from Adam Reach and Troy Parrott meant that we were unable to get anything from that game. Unable to get goals from Jordan Hugill and Ryan Brewster. Brewster missed a penalty in this match as well, but you can see the both strikers getting a 6.7, so a 6.3, so it wasn't the best performances from them. And Huddersfield came and went, and we started this game off a little bit disappointing with Kachunga making it 1-0 as we went to half time. They made it 2-0, and we bounced back. Excuse me. A change in formation. We went to the Gegenpress style and were able to bounce back 2 goals. However, it was a long shot from Reece Brown, meant that the league leaders extended their advantage at the top. That was a bit disappointing, but to be expected against the side at the top of the table. And last time out, we played Queen's Park Rangers, beating them by 2-0. 2 goals by Ryan Brewster sealed us the victory. Mallon came back for this game as well, but you see he picked up a little injury in that game, so we're just trying to nurse him back. But he's somebody that I want to get back into the first team because, as we remember last season, he was arguably the best player in the team alongside Brewster. But today's game sees us play Brentford. They lie 3rd in the table with 2 games in hand on the team above. They are really, really looking like a team that should be trying to challenge towards the top of the league. You look at the 2 teams at the top of the table. Huddersfield with Mark Hughes in charge were 13th last season. Stoke City lower than that in 21st. They were nearly relegated from the division and find themselves in a top 2 place. But we've had postponements due to international duty. This is why the table looks a little bit sort of messed up at the moment. But we lie 7th in the table, 15 games, 25 points. I mean, we've got a game in hand on Cardiff, 2 games in hand on Leeds. If we were to get something from this Brentford game today, you know, we could definitely take the positives out of it. That maybe this season we should be looking towards trying to get into the playoffs and maybe push it's hard to say push for a top 2 place, but you know, if we were to get playoffs this season, it would be outstanding. If we could even just hit the top half this season, would be absolutely fantastic, given how we went, you know, how we did last season and in our first season in the Championship. But this team has really taken to the challenge of the Championship. But as I say, Brentford today, nothing really much to show you. I don't know whether I showed you this in the last episode, but Brewster has his loan contract extended, which is huge for us because it allows us to try and push on. I'm not too sure really there's anything else to show you. There's no business that we've really done. Financially, we're losing money, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's to be expected when you're in the Championship. I think, again, we had a little owner status change, but, you know, nothing come of that. Yeah, nothing really to show you. Tactically, we are going to go with the 5 at the back formation today because our away form, we have played against difficult sides away from home when you look at it on paper, but, you know, we've lost a few matches against the bigger teams, so I'm going to go with it. See whether we can grind out a result today, but it is going to be tough. So this will be the lineup for today's game. It's going to be Phillips remaining in goal, Barbieri, Naby Garcia in the middle, opting for Garcia in the middle rather than the other way around that we usually do, Magnani and Whittock in the defence. Traore and Kane will be the centre mid partnership, with Johnny Williams continuing at the cam role. Brewster and this time Mieres will be the lineup up top. And on the bench, we've got Amos, Dix, Lockyer, Tapia, Amos, Mejbri, and Jordan Hugill. You might be able to see as well a number of our players are wanted, and this is because of Bristol City just taking an interest in a lot of my players as they are currently in the Premier League. But yeah, a bit annoying that they've decided just to, you know, they want my defence. But yeah, I think without further ado, we'll just submit this team and we'll get cracking into the game here. I'm surprised that Brentford aren't even really in the Premier League, to be honest. Where were they last season? Were they in the Premier League last season? Let's have a look. It's not a way for me to, if I click that, competitions, teams, Brentford, here we go. Oh, they were in the Premier League. I did think that, oh no, yeah, they were in the Premier League. They finished 19th last season. I did think they were in the Premier League because they've got some really good players there, such as Calvert-Lewin. Their manager, Thomas Frank, has remained, but as you can see by their lineup, they are opting with a strong 4-2-3-1. Good players in that lineup. Jansen, Raya, Luke Ayling, Rico Henry, some quality players that, you know, really should be mounting promotion push again this season. Apologies, you can hear a plane going past there in the background. We're just going to say there's huge underdogs. There is no pressure for us to do well today. So just enjoy the game and hopefully we can come back with something from this game. I wouldn't be too disappointed if we were to lose this game, but it would be a great statement, wouldn't it, if we were to win this football match. I am so happy with how this season has started, though. We have played some fantastic football to really grind out some big games and big results. Such a difference. We look like a completely different team to what we were 2 seasons ago. But then again, the team does look a lot different from what it did in the Championship. As we put a ball into the box there, Whittock heading it wide. But as I was just saying, like, looking back at the first season, the team that we were putting out, you know, players such as Lockyer were in the starting 11, and they're players now that are vacating bench positions in the reserves. This team really has changed, and I have to thank, you know, the board for backing me and keeping me on, because they so easily could have just got rid of me from that first season, and this year probably wouldn't have been continuing if that hadn't, if I had been sacked. Barbieri's picked up a bruised foot. Hopefully he'll be alright, maybe just to go till half time, and we can bring on Kevin Dix. As Williams is going to throw a long ball into the area, he's going to receive it back again. Magnani passes it back to Whittock, going to go backwards here again. Garcia to the side to Brewster. Pinnock intercepts, and a counter-attack could stem from our highlight. Calvert-Lewin plays it inside. Rico Henry picks it up out wide. Can he whip a ball into the area? He can't. Barbieri able to get ahead of the defender. And Mieres now attacking. He's had to hold up the play. Hasn't got the pace and the creativity that Ryan Brewster has. But Brewster, top scorer in the league at the moment. And he's through now. And what a finish from the Liverpool low knee. We make it 1-0 here against Brentford, and it is a firing effort into the bottom corner. What a player he is, by the way. He's just an animal in the Championship, and I am so glad that, again, regardless of where we are going to be in terms of leagues next season, he will be our starting striker once more. It's absolutely fantastic. Great finish by him, and we lead by a goal to nil. As we try to close out the half here, it looks like it's going to be 1-0 at the break. Not a shot on target for Brentford at the moment. Absolutely great football on display here. Difficult now what you have to say to them to try and keep up morale. I'm just going to say I'm pleased. Just keep it going. I'm not going to even say anything else really. Just keep it up, lads. Tell them to get a little bit more creative in attack. I'm going to keep on Barbieri for just a tiny bit longer because he was the man that really started that attack for us. There's Tribal whipping it in. Nagard heads it over the bar. Got to be careful and just try and defend here. They're having shots on target, but another highlight now will start. Williams to Barbieri. We're going to try and start it from the back. Good ball from Barbieri to Herbie Kane. Whittock in acres of space on the left. He's going to run inside now. Another pass to out wide. Maybe look at the space that Barbieri's in, but Williams is going to run solo here. A tame effort in front of goal by the central attacking midfielder. It's a position that, you know, I was saying last season we struggled in. It's why we brought in Mejbri, but he hasn't really done anything. It has been, it's a difficult role to fill, that cam position this year in FM. But I haven't really got, you know, too much. I don't have to change it too much as Phillips makes a great save. Ball put in, cleared. Whittock gets it. Could have had an opportunity to counter-attack there, but we haven't took it. I'm now going to take off Barbieri, even though he's having a great game. I'm going to take off Herbie Kane because he's on a booking. So let's bring on Luke Amos to try and shore up the defence again. 20 minutes playing here, and it looks like it's going to be another dangerous set piece from Brentford. You just got to think that Villalba will finish one of these chances. It's another great stop by the Charlton goalkeeper. And why is he just kicking that there? He should be picking the ball up. Got to be cautious now. Let's go. Let's just encourage them. There's another 15 minutes to play. I think we should. Oh, I was just about to bring on Jordan Hugill as Calvert-Lewin finds the ball in the area. Naby Sarr hoofs the ball clear. Pontus Jansson playing the ball now. Brentford have made some changes as well. Norgard to Yearwood out wide. Calvert-Lewin's there, and Calvert-Lewin should be finishing a chance like that. I'm going to make one more change. Let's bring on Jordan Hugill. These two strikers just really, Hugill and Mieres, just, you know, not very, not the most clinical. They both score goals, but it's always difficult when you've got a goal scorer like Ryan Brewster in your side. You've just got to be happy that we have someone like him, I suppose, getting in the goals. As we're going to try and mount an attack here. Luke Amos, great ball to Williams. What can he do? He's just going to go solo. It's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And I thought he was going to finish that. But unfortunately, he doesn't manage to do it. Whittock to try and put a corner ball in now. We can get someone on it. We can't. Calvert-Lewin gets there. Can Whittock get that ball back, please? Yes, he can. Just taking his time. I'm going to pause it, and we are going to do the... try to just shut the game up now. Try not to overlap. Don't work the ball into the box. Actually, yeah, continue to do it if you'd like to. We'll lower the lines of engagement now. Play a little bit more narrowly. Lower the tempo. Be a bit more disciplined when we are trying to slow the pace down. When we get the ball, stay on feet. Press a little less. And we'll just try now to see out this game. As the clock winds down, Brentford have had a lot more of the ball in the second half. It's been a lot more defensive-minded approach in the second half, but it's working. We'll now just try to really shut it out. Play narrow. What can I do now? Work it into dribble less, play for set pieces, float crosses. You probably see this a lot when I'm playing Football Manager, but it's just something that has to be done if you are to shore up a game. Let's tell them to concentrate. We'll just wind it down now into the 92nd minute. Now we absolutely just, get rid of any attackers. Another plane's going over. Apologies once more. You can hear noises in the background. We play on. Will it be a 3-point game here? Yeah, I was about to say yes, and a corner ball is put in. Oh my goodness me, I nearly jinxed it there, right at the death, but that should be the end of the game. It is the end of the game. And a very, very good victory, a big victory against a big, big side. Assertively, people had written us off. Well done, because that could be a game-changing victory. I know we're only in October, but a strong start by us now. A victory against Brentford, games in hand around us as well. If we can just keep this momentum up, who knows what could happen this season, but we have definitely overachieved. And that victory sees us into the playoffs for, I don't think it's the first time, is it? Let's have a little look. Where have our past positions been? No, it's not. We've been up as far as third so far, but other teams winning saw us drop out. But we lie sixth at the moment, a game in hand on Cardiff, so if we were to win that, we would end up being, well, even if Wednesday and Brentford win their games in hand on Huddersfield, you know, we could see ourselves within 4 points of the top two. Very, very exciting what could happen this season. But if you've enjoyed this episode, please do hit the like button, comment and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And we'll be back for another episode of this Charlton Football Manager save very, very soon. Take care, guys.